we'll get this thing going. All right. I don't need that glove. Let me get the stream up on my tablet, just so I don't have to have. That way I don't even have to bother with Streamlabs being up. That would make that more convenient. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and start up then. Welcome to Prop Jam 6. I will flash it on the screen momentarily, and then
NPC Jam.
Oh yeah, NPC Jam 6. That way I don't leave it on the whole time like I did last time again. Yeah, I mean, same deal as before. I'm probably gonna finish up my texture. So I've done. I think I'm just gonna finish up this like first pass, all within Blender, and then I'm gonna take this whole texture into Aseprite and just try to clean it as much as I can, because there's a lot of things that I think I could do better if I had proper like pixel art tools. And then you said you wanted to do your topo again, like you wanted to look over the topology again more.
Yeah, I just want to bring down some stuff because there's so many loops in the head and they're all over the place, so they're really not helping. If they were all in line with each other, it'd be one thing, but I did things a little too manually, I feel.
There's definitely room for improvement with all of our stuff right now, so that's what we're gonna be working on. I was thinking, do you think I should have made the glasses a texture?
Maybe.
I like how they look right now, but
yeah,
I just
you do have a good system.
I kind of noticed that like it seems like that's how they would have done it in like an actual PS1 game, but I think it looks fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we try and make something that looks like what they were going for in those games, but just without the restrictions, I feel like that could be good.
Yeah, I still want to keep the jaggedness, but yeah. Just not a very elegant way to put that, but whatever. I also noticed I was missing. I was looking over some games that like are this style that we're kind of going for, and this is one thing I pretty much immediately noticed was I didn't have the like. I think I really want the shading like on the chin and under the arm and stuff like that. I think I got to do that. I think that'll make a big difference. I'm just worried about it looking like facial hair, but it's probably fine. Oh yeah, and then there's, I guess I just haven't really acknowledged this game, but this game is fucking ridiculous. Just giant boob physics lady monster. Made by the same people as Boat Game that we had on earlier.
Oh, okay.
So right now I have to... The helicopter has to scan her butt in order to know how to accurately, handle the threat as you do.
Yeah.
I notice a lot of them, they do it like, they have like the shadows around kind of like this general shape, where it's like all the side stuff is all shaded, and then there's just like circles of lighter tone coming through. So I want to try to do that, but I don't know how good I can emulate it. Maybe, see, that looks like facial hair now. Damn, I can't like, connect that. That looks bad. It's a fine line. Something along these kind of lines. But yeah, I worked through that mathematical surfaces tutorial, as you saw with what I sent in there, but I sent my finished product of the traffic cones thing.
Yeah, that
but
looked really cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff you do with that. I wanted to try to figure out how to make them kind of independently rotate, like on their own axes, as well as like going the location, but I gave up on that pretty quick because it got scary. So a lot of that, I just like, I got to the point where I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing anymore. I just have to follow the steps. Like a ton of those functions were just like so beyond me. Like I can't ever see myself being like, oh yeah, this, if I just put like, you know, sine of pi times 2x and then divide that by v, that's gonna make it oscillate in this way. So I should probably try that. Like, I guess I don't play with that kind of shit enough.
I think you could get that way. I think you could get that.
Maybe if I just like spend a lot of time doing that, yeah.
Yeah.
It just feels so like distant. I don't know. That just like every time he went into that, I was just like, oh god, what the fuck.
I think I got used to it because I was doing electrical engineering, and you do a lot of like signal classes on like different what's it called? Just like classifying different frequencies as like sine of pi or sine of pi over 2, and like using the unit square or the unit circle.
Yeah, if I hadn't taken trig, I probably would have just like zoned all of that out. So that helped me a ton. Like I was actually able to understand it somewhat, you know. But there were a lot of points where the tutorial just started like getting over my head, and I just started kind of copying the code and being like, oh, that is cool. What do you think about that? Like having the shadow kind of on there? I don't think it's perfect, but I'm not really sure what I need to change. Maybe I should make this thicker.
I feel like the sides are a little like from the front.
I would make
it
this
looks good,
all.
but
I would make that all colored in, I think.
I feel like it's too far forward into his cheeks though, or like his eyes. Right? It looks like it's wrapping around him. Right there, yeah. That angle is, yeah.
Maybe try like a. So it still's got to go in a bit because like the temple kind of shape there. I mean, it works to make the nose more pronounced, which I'm happy about. So I've been watching a lot of this YouTube channel that just covers a lot of like true crime kind of shit. I don't really know why. I just fell into this rabbit hole. My mom watches that kind of shit all the time and I always make fun of her about it. But now I'm doing it. But it's usually a pretty fun watch because you get to just watch. A lot of the times it's just you get to see terrible people get caught in lies and like get fucking basically just get bullied by the detectives.
Yeah.
Because it's the channel I'm watching special. I think it's like JCS something. I don't remember the specific thing, but it like specifically is about the detectives and like how they conduct their interviews. There's one I watched last night. This fucking guy, like, you know, just did some horrible, awful shit, whatever, and was doing a really bad job of convincing anyone that he had nothing to do with it. Like, everyone basically saw through him immediately. So they brought him in for a lie detector test. And the way they structured the test was just, like, hilarious. As I was watching it, I just kept laughing because, like, you could tell they were doing all these tricks just to build up this, like, hype about how accurate the test is. And, like, how fucked he is if he lies, you know? She said something like, they did like an initial test thing where she like gave him 3 cards, or she gave him 1 card and then she was like, did you have card A, did you have card B, or did you have card C? And he had to say no on all of them, and then she would like say which one he had just to show that like something happened when he lied kind of deal. And like that was just like a warm-up before the test, and she goes like, oh okay, well this is a good sign because I can immediately tell like you're just an awful liar. So I mean, have you ever been told that? This is great for the case that you're an awful liar because then we'll be able to clear this up real quick. You know, make sure you're innocent. He's just like, yeah, all right, cool. Like trying to play along like it sounds like a good thing. And she just lays it on so thick of just like cornering him. This little fucking rat, man. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that temple thing isn't true. Maybe it wouldn't have a shadow like that. Yeah, that looks a little better. Maybe if I do like yeah, something like that. I gotta make sure I don't bring it up on his chin like at all, because that's when it starts looking the most like facial hair. I feel like it's gotta be like a neck beard. After this, I'm gonna try to move on to the lower body and get this over with. I need to get the rough pass done already. I'm spending a lot of time doing cleanup when I should be doing that knee spray. Yeah, I found out Photoshop. If you're using Photoshop on a laptop, you can undo and redo by just like swiping on it with 3 fingers. It's kind of nice. So I've been doing it. I was drawing on my Surface, and I had to keep going like file undo because I didn't have my keyboard plugged into it. It was a big pain, so I was looking for something else. I was actually gonna message you and ask what your drawing program was, see if it's better suited for tablets, but I just forgot.
It's Krita.
Okay.
I don't know if it is or not.
I might download that, give it a shot on the tablet.
It's free. It's
Yeah,
kind of like GIMP, but more aimed towards artists, it seems like. Or like art school people. Art students. I found a really good video on the ear. If you
Yeah,
want
like how to draw an ear.
to know how to model a head, and she goes into, she does a good ear. I like keep the video for when I want to do an ear.
Well, the ear currently is just like 8 polys or something like that. So I don't know if it, like, if is it like
Yeah,
a high poly ear?
it isn't high poly, but it's a step above, I think, probably.
Like, does she actually like sculpt into the ear at all, or is it just like a flat plane?
No, it's a box modeled shape. You just found a good shape, I think. I don't know where it is though. Must
Yeah,
have
if
been
you
a
want to
while
send it,
ago.
I'll take a look at it. I'm pretty happy with the shape on this, though. It's just the drawing that I'm having to like kind of go over and over again.
I'm not really sure if I could find it actually. I'm going way back in my history now. I guess I should just search my history.
Yeah, I went through a few more PS2 games today too. It's really funny how sometimes I'll like, even though I'm the one who went through and downloaded them, I'm just completely like floored by a game. Like I have no idea. I've never seen it before. I guess some of them when I was downloading, I did kind of just randomly click without really thinking about it. But there were a ton today that I was going through that I was like, I don't remember ever seeing this or like specifically choosing this.
Did you see Scorpy basically did a grand tour for PS1 games.
I saw he was doing like was it when he was doing PS1 like betas or like demos or whatever?
Yeah, yeah.
I watched when they played Paper Girl. That's it.
Yeah,
I
it's
came in
pretty
late.
good. I forget now. There was something that was really good, but I honestly don't remember it.
Yeah, I got the Sopranos game and then realized there's like a bunch of licensed music, so I was really disappointed.
Uh,
Do you think I would get caught for just like the Sopranos theme on its own already?
I don't know.
Because that's what plays on the main menu, and that was also funny. I need to actually watch that show. It's just like a joke to me. I need to actually take it seriously.
Yeah, it's whatever. Just a TV show.
Yeah.
Have you gotten ads for PPs?
No, but I did see a tweet with a PP in it recently.
I don't know if it's because I've like watched Wayne's streams and Item Label just like puts their ads there or something. Or I think Item Label might be from Portland, so it might be local.
Hmm.
But either way, the songs have been stuck in my head. They have really good songs for all their plushies.
Why'd they have to go and call him PPs, man?
Because he's a peanut.
He's a peanut? I never saw him as a peanut. I believe you, though.
Yeah, he's a peanut. The song says, "My dream is to eat the peanuts with you every day." That's how the song goes.
Okay. I was also thinking, so I was gonna have to re-unwrap these bottom arm faces then if I want to do shadows, because I think I just made those solid colors. Yeah, I did. So whatever. I'm gonna just work on the lower body shit, and then that way I know which parts for sure are gonna be solid colors. Actually, I think all of the lower body is gonna have to be like actually properly unwrapped, because I want to do the gene texture on it. So I think I might have to just like full draw it. We'll see. Oh wait, I forgot he wears shorts. Yeah, so I played through a lot more of that, I don't remember, god damn it, what was it called? Gal Diva something?
Oh, Delta Gal?
Delta Gal, yeah. I played through quite a bit more of that. I actually finished the demo, and that's so good.
Where'd you get the demo?
It was on Itch.io. I sent it in,
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you saw, I went on like a spree.
Yeah, I saw.
Last night, just spamming a bunch of games that I found with that style. So I sent the Itch.io in that spree. But yeah, it's definitely worth playing through. So you like getting a look on that. But it falls into the same camp as Say No More, where it's like, just I want a little more than that. Also,
Yeah.
this game does a thing that you know, not that it's going to be better. I'm more in the sense of like more resolution on the textures and shit like that. But there's another thing that they did in Delta Gal, that I kind of want to stray away from. That happens a lot with this kind of style. Is that they actually like locked the resolution down like really low, so everything has like the really pixelated edge, and it does look nice. But I think, me personally, I'd prefer to have like you'd be able to actually see the model really clearly. Just to me, that sounds a little more appealing, but I could be convinced. There we go. Okay. This texture is so confusing to look at because I like already drew some shit in here. So there's like duplicates. Oh, that's fucked. That needs some work. But yeah, I went on the guy who made Delta Gal. I went on his Twitter just out of curiosity. Like, I followed him and everything. And it's just what you expected for the most part, you know, just like he's just posting updates on the game and little like memes related to it and shit like that. Then he also went on this like rant about how much he fucking hates that. So in the game, by default, left trigger is jump and then right trigger is shoot, I think. Or it might be right bumper. Or I think right trigger is dash and then right bumper is shoot. And he, like, that makes sense because that way you can aim at the same time while you're shooting, you know? But a lot of people
Yeah.
complained and said they want the face button set up to jump. And I kind of agreed with that. I was thinking the whole time, like, I would like this to be the A button. Like, I feel like that would feel a little bit better. And I looked in the controls and he did have it. So he got, like, pressured into adding this. So then on his Twitter, he just went on this rant about, like, how mad he is that he had to add that feature and how he hates anyone would pick that. He's like, why would you want to limit yourself from jumping, fucking idiots? That kind of thing. And it definitely made me, like, confused.
That's funny.
It's like, why wouldn't you just make the controls, like, fully configurable in the first place? I feel like that's the easiest fix to that. I don't know if that's really hard to do, though.
I mean, I guess if you're getting into like pixel arty type low poly stuff, you're probably hoping to like lower your workload as much as possible.
That's true.
That's like probably why.
There was one post in particular that he put on there that was it was like this beetle enemy that was running up and slamming his head against the wall. And he posted two versions of it. And the first version was just, it felt so fucking weak. Like, it goes up and bonks his head on the wall, and it makes this, like, it literally sounded like he just went like this and just punched his desk and recorded that. It was just like this little thud. There's, like, no impact to it. And people still responded pretty well to it. And then, like, the very next post, he just put, like, yo, I figured out how to do screen shake. And, like, just the screen shaking and the new sound effect made, like, a huge difference. Like, it had so much impact right after that. I think it might have been more the sound effect. But still, it's just, like, this really nice little self-contained arc, I guess. I'm happy to realize that I can get away with some UV fuckery here. What game is this? Oh, Castlevania. It sounded like Spider-Man or something. Like, did you ever watch the Castlevania anime on Netflix?
No, but it seemed kind of good.
It's a pretty good watch. It had some, like, what made me want to watch it was I saw someone, like, one of the animators for it posted some of their Sakuga on Twitter, and it looked like fire. Like, it was so good. You know, I guess that's the whole point of that. That it's kind of like outsourced, so I don't think he did much on the whole show, but still, that one bit just piqued my interest quite a bit. I peeked ahead on that tutorial series a bit just to kind of see what kind of shit is coming up, and I really want to just go straight into that character movement lesson. That's like my goal right now. Like that's like exactly the kind of shit I want to start playing with.
You could probably move right onto it. You might
I
just get confused at little bits.
I at least want to finish the basics first, but yeah.
In general, with those, I've found that you can kind of hop between like the big sections, but then like the ones where they're grouped together, you can't like just do like one in between because they usually build off each other.
Yeah, like the graphs one played off of
Yeah.
the previous part pretty closely. Wait, that's not how that works. Yeah, that's definitely the stuff that I had more in mind when I was thinking of like doing a tutorial series in Unity. But I'm glad I worked my way up to that rather than jumping straight in.
Yeah, the character movement one is a little like trig complex, but it is also very helpful, I think.
You ran through that one already?
Yeah, I didn't go to the end. I got to the point where I had like wall jumping and stuff, and then I just tried to
You can do wall
incorporate it.
jumping in that tutorial?
Yeah, it's like the second or third one.
That's so
It gets
sick.
way more complex. At a certain point, I think I was like, okay, this feels like something that you want for yourself and not something that I care for. But I think I should have just done it. Because
I'm
it gets
definitely
more
gonna
into
do
like,
it. That sounds so sick.
it's less about, it's not just about like the wall jumping isn't even presented as a cool thing. It's like a side effect of the thing that you're trying to get good at, which is like getting the ball to recognize the angle at which it's landing on. So you could tell if you're hitting a wall or ground or whatnot.
Hmm. I've watched this video like 50 times in the last month.
I love refrigerators. I love refrigerators.
This is gonna have to be its own UV so I can do that zipper thing. I forgot. Oh, and pockets. I wonder if I mean, is that too low for a pocket? Yeah. Pocket's gotta be like there. So I gotta unwrap this and this separately. It's not too bad. I'm happy for Prak that Mike's been getting into Destiny now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So now Mike,
That's good.
Prak has someone to play with again.
When I wanted to play with him, he didn't seem interested, but I think I must have caught him at a...
Yeah, I mean, those kind of games you go through phases for sure.
Yeah, my phases are always opposite his, I think.
Damn, I don't think I can draw a symmetrical belt buckle without it looking weird. Maybe if I like center it more. Like that. It's not too bad. Yeah, some of the tricks that they use in those interviews are like, and like the true crime shit that I've been watching. Like the tactics they use are like borderline bullying, and it's so weird. But there are some things that are like really clever and like you wouldn't think of. And then there are other things that are really obvious and still work somehow. Like there was the one that I was just talking about. There's another case where during the polygraph, or right before it, the person running the test was like, just asked him to explain ways that he thinks someone could kill somebody, which is just like a very odd question already. And they basically, the idea is that somebody who's innocent would have like no problem doing this, because you would just list shit. But then someone who's guilty would like put way too much thought into it and like overthink it.
Yeah.
And he went through and said every single like possible thing you could think of, except the way he actually like committed the murder, which is like such a weird way. So then like the person pressed him and said like, you know, well, what about this or this? And it just happened to be the two things that he actually did, which I'm sure made him shit bricks like immediately, but it just like worked out perfectly.
Huh. Among Us tricks.
Yeah, some part of me is watching it thinking like, oh, I'll be able to use this someday, but it's just like I obviously won't actually use it like that. But there's just a part of my brain, you know, that's just like, this is valuable info. Like, yes,
Yeah,
I know how to lie.
Here.
Fuck. Is that detail necessary on the belt? No, I think I'll do that as like a gradient. I think that'll look better if I do the gradient in A-Sprite, so I'll just leave that. See, I didn't even realize this, like, the zipper fold thing goes, like, all the way down. Or, like, wraps all the way into a seam. I was thinking it was just, like, a little piece here. That's a tough shape. Nice. I'm glad we've rolled this game finally. I am a little worried about copyright in this this game, just because like all their intro songs, but I don't know. They're kind of short-lived, so we'll see. And I think it's worth it because this game's funny. Hey.
Your dishwasher. New in appliances, and how to take care of ones you already have. I love appliances.
I love appliances.
Good dryers.
I love appliances.
I love great dishwashers.
I love great dishwashers. I could skip this one.
Refrigerator.
There's a good view of the jeans. I was looking for a good angle on these.
Refrigerators approaching.
I really love them. Do you know there are dishwashers that are quiet? I mean, almost dishwashers.
You
I
looking
love
for a
great
deal, partner?
dishwashers. Appliance garage. Had you washer ever ruined your clothes?
The Drifter
It's
is a
your delicate
refrigerator
side.
salesman.
True hand wash means
The
two
bit,
things.
2021.
Number one, the less wear on your clothes. White porcelain.
Coming
Appliance-
2022 Lord Shax is in the
Waste
sauna.
After it dries. Drum light.
This is a good. I need a.
Ah,
I need
oh,
more
plus a
references.
direct
What the
out
fuck?
for price. If you didn't buy direct,
You paid too
This is starting to
much.
look like a baseball outfit.
Who is this baby?
The boots are wrong.
appliance direct. Buy any dishwasher
Baby.
and buy any microwave.
There was a baby.
And we'll install the dishwasher.
And
for
she went,
free.
"You paid too
will need a new
much."
install kit. Any microwave, and we'll install the dishwasher. Appliance direct. If you
Appliance
over the
direct.
range microwave, Maytag.
I don't know
high
how,
precision touchscreen refrigerator for price.
Paid too much.
There she is
yeah.
again.
Appliance direct. Do your apples and
I don't know how
oranges get
easy it
mixed
is,
together?
or how easy it would be,
It's your
but I
refrigerator.
think that his eyes
Really
are
level.
closer together.
Appliance direct. Do your apples
I think that's what
and
I'm
oranges get mixed
thinking about.
Oh, are you saying like in comparison to my model?
Yeah,
together?
I think his eyes might be closer together, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I
because
don't-
look at his nose ridge. I think you're right on that. 'Cause he has like his nose ridge is a little bit pinched too. This is like a close up. I mean, he's kind of squinting though.
It's your I like it. Like
I mean, his eye, he's got a little bit of a
That-
lazy eye, but the roundness is definitely a bigger problem still. The head's not round enough. I think in orthographic view it looks round, and then, but in reality it's not as round as it looks. I feel like.
the classic problem.
Come out a little more.
The blender's dilemma.
There's still the skin color problem, but I'm not gonna mess with that until I go into Ace Bright. His head is flat. Look at the top of his head.
Oh yeah, kinda is.
Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see that. No, 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 no. Ah, look at the top of his head.
That's all I needed. That's so weird. I had this song stuck in my head like today as I was riding my bike, like just now. And I was like, oh, it'd be cool if we got that rolled today. That's a little too flat.
That already looks a lot more like him.
Yeah, that made a pretty big difference. This needs.
Yeah, that to me is the part that I always have the most trouble with. Because I think
It's a weird
that-
shape. It's like more alien than you expect it to be, I feel like.
Well, I think part of the problem, I mean, this is a little separate, but something that I noticed in a lot of like Nintendo models, or a lot of times just models that I think are good looking, they don't have this middle seam. Instead, they have like a bevel basically, where it's like the middle line is there's two parallel lines instead. You know what I mean?
Why?
I think just to make it look less mirrored or maybe more round in the front. But there's no way to really do that other than, I don't know. I guess just deleting the whole middle loop when you're done and then
Well,
doing it
can't you just
manually.
select the loop and then Control B?
No, not in mirror mode.
Oh, you'd have to do that after you apply it, yeah.
You could do a loop, kind of, a loop cut like that, and then delete it, but it wouldn't be perfect.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Why would we? I guess I wouldn't want to do it unless I understood very
Yeah.
well, like, why that's helpful.
I'd have to find some
Not that I don't trust Nintendo. I need to be convinced.
Yeah.
That actually made a huge difference. That helped so much. I pinched his nose in a bit too. I'm starting to see it a lot more. I think the eyebrows are a little too pronounced. He has really thin eyebrows. Whatever. I'm gonna focus on the shorts. I gotta. So pockets should be. It's like here. That probably covers both of these faces, actually. It's like bam, 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 bam. Yeah, okay. I was thinking about that mocap day, if that ends up panning out. That's like, I'm excited for that. Or just like the animation part in general, because that's like the thing I feel like I need to learn the most still.
Yeah, I think 2D, like, I think I could get used to doing some like practice in Sprite, because it is nice.
For animation?
Yeah. Just for practicing like movement and stuff.
Yeah. 2D animation is hard.
Yeah, I mean, I think 3D animation is just an extension of that.
Yeah.
I guess you do get some crutches.
Yeah, in my head, 3D is definitely easier, but I may be wrong.
You're comparing it to like Sakuga though, right? Where it's like you're doing every frame, you're not using a skeleton.
Can you use a skeleton in 2D animation?
Yeah, like you know, Family Guy or something like that.
Oh, like a Toon Boom kind of thing? Like the
Well, like
puppet.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff like that though. That's like where it's like it's not all hand drawn frames.
Yeah. That's true.
Or
There are crutches with traditional as well.
Yeah, they don't look very good. Usually. I'm trying to think now. There's like Archer and China, Illinois, I think.
South Park eventually. South Park didn't start out with it, but
Yeah. That's they never really drew
yeah, it was cardboard.
like a lot of it. In a way, that's a skeleton. You get perfect rotation.
It's true. See, this is what I feel like might be copyright. But look at this. Are you seeing what it says on screen?
Is it? No. I'm Mr. Ass. That's pretty good.
I just let that loop for a bit because I was laughing at it. Okay. It's crazy how big of a difference I feel from when I first started doing the textures on this.
Mhm.
Like I felt so bad when I first started doing this. I was like, oh fuck, this is gonna go bad. And I definitely feel a lot more confident with it now.
I remember what I found so funny about that Scorpy video. I still have it open.
Which one?
The one where he goes through the PS1 prototypes.
Oh yeah.
You don't need audio. It's just a really funny little thing in this Chicken Little, or what's it called? Chicken Run game.
Oh, is that the song that he's been using in a bunch of shit now?
Oh, well, yeah, there's that too. That's called Coop D.
Coop
Or Coops
D.
D.
Coops
D.
D. I remember them
There's a-
saying that, yeah.
Yeah. There's also Coops N.
Are you showing it right now?
I'm trying to find the specific little moment
Okay.
where because it's like the dev kit version of it, right? So there's a bunch of stuff in the menus that's just like test this, test this, test this, test this. It was like for play testers, I guess. But one thing that was good was that they found that they used the exact same sound effect from Glover.
Oh.
I don't know how, or I guess maybe the team is related or something, but literally in the sound files, it's just called Glover.
There's no room for debate. That's 100% the Glover sound.
Oh, I think it's around here. Oh, maybe not. I forgot. He goes through the menus a lot. I don't know how I'll find it.
Yeah, I just spent like 15 minutes just creating a custom character in this game because that's all I did when I used to play it when I was younger. I had so much fun making just ugly monsters.
Oh yeah. Look at what he does FX test.
Should I see it right now?
Yeah.
I just see her blender.
Oh shit. On my desktop. I was like, I'm just gonna show my blender. I'm just gonna go to bed after this, so no need to.
Yeah, no big deal. I mean, it's a simple fix.
So yeah, when he clicks on FX test, this is what pops up.
Something.
I was so
Something.
convinced he did that, but he didn't.
They don't have any idea what's
Doing
going on.
something.
That's great. Did he? I'm assuming he stole that and is gonna use it for shit now.
Maybe, yeah.
If he's smart, he did. That's funny. Did Scorpy do any streams like pre-HLVR stuff, or was that like 100% his start?
I feel like I heard him talk about that, or answer that question. And I think he said that he had like a couple, like 4 years ago or something. But he didn't do streams.
He had a couple what?
He did like a couple streams in the same way that like Wayne did or something, you know. Burgess. Roses.
But yeah, we still got to get to the main event. The main reason why this game is in this collection is for a song that hasn't played yet. It plays like right at the end. I'm sure you've heard it before, but it needs to be played. What do you think of that? I mean, not so much the this part. I don't really like this very much, but I'm gonna just try to redo that in Sprite. What do you think about like the pocket and the zipper bit? Think that works?
Yeah. Definitely. Maybe I think like a seam from the back of the pocket down the leg. I think that's the last.
Oh,
Don't they have that? Where like
something
the
like
front.
that.
I think the way pockets work is like the front part of the pants overlaps the back part.
There's a shot where he's like crouching, like a side. Oh, yeah, there it is. You're right. I also did the pocket wrong. The pocket should go, or the inner pocket, I mean. Should go like this. And like link up. No, you're roll. So then the seam is from like right at the back of the pocket like that.
That was insane. That was an insane like cut.
So I feel like that one of these has to be copywritten, right? Like, I don't know, whatever. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Alright, well I'm gonna get this seam wrapped up and then we'll call it. That's good with
Cool.
you.
Yeah. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do the hands. Finish the hands up, and hopefully I'll have more of a design. I was just having trouble with my drawing pad, so I ended up drawing or practicing on paper.
Damn, I just unmuted and it went right back into it. Whatever. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this to be like a clean straight line here. The UVs need to be a little bit better here. Maybe I could get away with unwrapping like all three of these as one piece. No, because there's a seam there. Would it still... Yeah, it would still be broken up. Maybe I clear those seams. And then I make a seam like this. Yeah, there it is. Best track from the N64. Socko. no, fuck. I gotta do this too then. Socko. Dick diggity dog. Dick diggity dog.
Oh, they're sampling. What's that? Humane? What's the guy's name?
Is that
You
who
know the
says
rapper-
dick
or not-
diggity dog?
No, the guy who goes Socko.
I don't know anything. I was just, if you know anything about why he says Socko, I would be enthralled
Yeah,
to hear.
it's Mr. Socko, but his name is not Humane. What is his name? I guess I could just look at Mr. Socko. He did a thing. He did like a Hannibal Lecter character, but he was like a psycho who had a pet, or he had a not a pet. He had a sock on his hand, a sock puppet, not a
So
pet.
he's a sock psycho, a socko.
Yeah,
Ugh.
mankind, not humanity. Mankind.
I think
He's
it's
just a
good
big
for now.
fat guy. Big fat guy with this big leather face. I think it's a good character.
Well, yeah, I've definitely seen this guy. Yeah, what the fuck? He's like a wrestler
Yeah.
and a rapper.
No, not a rapper. I misspoke. I meant to
Does he
say
just say
wrestler.
Socko? Like, why does he say Socko?
That's his sock.
Oh, so the
It's
sock just
Miss-
goes Socko.
He goes, it's me, mankind, and this is Mr. Socko.
What? God, I'm glad to know that. That's been like a joke between me and my brothers for so long. We always played that game on N64 of just like the diggity dog.
Oh God, look at him.
I'm good. I don't want to do this anymore. I have to
They put
redraw
him in
the
The Sims.
pockets. I'm gonna have to redo the pockets, so I'll just leave that for later. Good progress, I think. I got his
Yeah.
head looking a lot more like him.
Drum light.
I think it's also the fact that he's not smiling and the fact that you just can't see his eyes at all. Like his glasses don't do that the way I drew them, obviously, but I think other than that, I think he's at a point where if I wrote green text right here on his shirt and put a little mic, I feel like there are people that would recognize him.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, so tomorrow I'll do more work on these jean shorts and then his legs and his shoes. Maybe I'll get to redoing the shading as well.
Nice.
All right. What did you say you were going to do tomorrow?
The hands.
Right. Yeah, that takes a big chunk. That took
Yeah.
me like a whole jam, I feel like.
Hopefully I'll be more well rested tomorrow. Like we could go longer than an hour if we
Yeah.
feel like it.
Like hours just the minimum. But I think on average, like 2 hours is pretty good. All right.
Yeah.
Well, bye-bye, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Goodbye, everybody.
I end the stream now. Have a good day.